Hello everybody. Salam alaikum.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Okay, so actually
Hello,
I
sir.
was hi everybody. तो एक अभी भी आ रहे हैं रिक्वेस्ट, तो अभी मैं चालू करता हूँ. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we are going to see computer basics part 2. तो हमारा जो लास्ट सेशन हुआ था रादर, उसमें हमने what we had covered. So we have covered what is mean by computer, what are different types of or different components of computer like hardware and software, then different kinds of input devices, different kinds of output devices, storage devices. Then we also seen what is on motherboard, what is a functionality of motherboard. So then we saw what are the different types of softwares like system software, programming software. One second. Parikshit is calling. हेलो. हाँ हाँ हो रहे, अभी चालू है, मेरा चालू किया है मैंने. हाँ हाँ अभी कुछ 11-12 है. सॉरी. हाँ हाँ ठीक है चले. ओके. हाँ हाँ सॉरी, वो परीक्षित का ही फोन था. ठीक है, तो व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग कि हमने लास्ट सेशन में ये चीज़ें देखी थी. तो उसमें से जो लास्ट टॉपिक था वो व्हाट आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर्स. फर्स्ट वन इज अ सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर वेयर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर. क्योंकि ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम अगर नहीं रहती तो हम कुछ बिल्ड नहीं कर पाते उसके ऊपर. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सिस्टम शुड बी इन प्लेस. जैसे कि कहीं पे भी इवन इन आवर डे टू डे लाइफ, इफ सिस्टम इज ऑन प्लेस, then on top of system people can work and they can do their day to day jobs or whatever business. But if there is no system, then we cannot do anything. Means it is difficult to establish a system. And once system gets established, then the on top of that different services starts working. So similarly in computer also, operating system, if you first you have to install operating system, then comes some intermediate programs which is called as a programming software. So programming softwares are nothing but uh, so I will just draw this figure. So this is a layer of operating system. Then there is a programming softwares, like you might have heard compilers, interpreters, like say C compiler, C++ compiler, then Java virtual machine or Java compiler. So all these are, they interact with uh, our operating system, because they cannot direct, and below this there is a hardware layer. So these softwares cannot talk directly with hardwares, means it is not possible for them. So they require a operating system, because every program works on, as we have seen in last our session. So every software to run, hardware is necessary. So even if program is say at this particular level, but still it will require hardware to run. So as I said, this direct communication between these programs, like even C compiler or C++ compiler or drivers is not possible. So what what has to be done? They have to communicate with operating system, then operating system in turn talk with hardware. So this is a important layer. System software is a very important layer. Operating system comes under system software. Okay, then this layer is programming softwares. Okay, and on top of that our other softwares reside. Means if I say there is some program, say like a image viewer, so that is written say in say C++, then that is on top of this. So that program will communicate with C++ compiler or C compiler, and then it will show you image or anything, means whatever image editing. If you give a command, then how it will happen? It will first, it will go to this layer, then this layer, and then this layer, and again it will process that data and come back with on a reverse order. Okay, so this is a these are three softwares, types of software. The last one is application software. So you people might have used Word, PowerPoint, or right now whatever I am doing with PowerPoint or whatever I am doing over here. So the internal communication is happening like this only. It is passing through these different layers, then going at hardware, processing happens, and then the request, my response comes back. Okay, so that we had discussed in our last session. Okay, so anything you wanted to ask from our last session? Any difficulty in understanding what is computer? What are the computer? What are different components of hardware? Anything you want to ask from our last session? Yes. Okay. So then I will start with today's session. That is a computer basics part 2. Okay. So here I am continuing with computer hardware and with a central processing unit. So usually, as I told you, that there is a motherboard. Okay, and so here consider as a input devices. Here it will be output device like printer or monitor, something like that. Here maybe keyboard. So what happens once this is a motherboard, and this is on this motherboard a CPU is situated. And it is a very important component of computer. Means you can say it is as good as our brain. So what our brain does, it is works in a similar manner. So generally what we get from our environment, that is inputted through our different maybe senses, then we process whatever information or data we get. That data gets processed, and either we give some output of that, like maybe something we talk to response of somebody. So to listen is a kind of a input for a human brain, and to talk is a output, that is a output of like a output. So similar to our brain, CPU is very much important. Okay, 1 second. Let me mute.
Mute कीजिए सर.
Sorry.
Mute कीजिए.
Correct. Yes. I'm trying.
Sir, mute them, sir. They are disturbing.
Yes. Let me. There is no mute like mute all. Why it is okay? Ask. Okay. So yeah. So central processing unit is a brain of computer. So it is as I explained you, Everything happens in human being also happens in a brain processing and all. So it is similarly CPU is the brain of computer. So it is located inside computer case on the motherboard. So our, as you have seen, the computer, let me mute. I am not finding mute. It is not mute. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. I muted everybody. So yeah. So computer case on the motherboard. Its job is to carry out commands. So what is a job of this CPU? So what happens? This information comes into CPU. Okay. Then what has to be done with this information? There are, say, number of commands inside the CPU. And how these commands are created? These commands are created through some program. Okay, so program creates a CPU understandable commands. Okay, then these commands gets processed. So what happen after processing? It gives something. So CPU's job is to carry out commands, means execute the commands. Means there is a program which has fit to CPU. Now CPU starts working on it. It goes to first instruction or command, see that instruction, then it execute that instruction, then it goes to second instruction, then third instruction, till the program ends. Means till here there is something, instruction like a exit from this program. So till this end, this program gets executed inside CPU. Okay, so it is a unit which processes and controls all functionalities of computer. So it is nothing but, as I mentioned you, it is it executes the instructions and controls all the functionalities of computer. So in other sense, means whenever CPU controls the all functionalities of computer, means it not only executes, but it execute means it actually, suppose this instruction tells that now print data to go to this printer and print data on this computer. That means actually it has a control of this printer also or monitor also. Sorry, print ये monitor है, लेकिन this is a printer. So if this instruction tells that okay, now print on this printer, तो क्या होगा कि सीपीयू के पास पूरा कंट्रोल रहता है, तो वो यहाँ पे जाएगा और इस प्रिंटर से कोई जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया है वो प्रिंट करेगा. अगर ये सिर्फ मॉनिटर पे दिखाना है तो भी वो ये क्या करेगा, मॉनिटर के यहाँ पे जाएगा और प्रिंट करेगा मॉनिटर के ऊपर. तो अल्टीमेटली इट हैज अ कंट्रोल ऑफ input device as well as output device. Even if so how input device, so from which key has been pressed, so that key has been pressed, so by some or the other way, that which key, suppose I press say A key, then that key press value goes, it comes through some channels which is called as the ports to this CPU, and then that key get processed. So that data means, what is this A? That is nothing but a data. So data get processed through CPU. Okay, and it is the most important element of computer. So as it is said brain, so obviously it should be a most important element of the computer. So this is about CPU. So anything you want to ask about this?
Yes, sir.
Any question on this topic, CPU? Otherwise I will go ahead and explain you what are the, hello. Yeah. So now, so what is there inside CPU? So central processing unit consists of, so this is a central processing, one second. Yeah. So this comprises a central processing unit actually. So this is nothing but So, yeah. So the first component of CPU is a control unit. So let's read this. The control unit is a component of CPU that directs the operation of a processor. So as I explained you, this is a small chip of CPU. Okay. So what happens? What has been mentioned over here? A component of CPU that directs the operation of the processor. So let's say our CPU is like this. Then it divided into three parts. First one is a controlling unit. Then ALU. We'll shortly come to what is ALU. And third one is resistors. Okay, the same thing has been shown over here. So this is a CPU. So now we are understanding what is a control unit. It is a component of the CPU that directs the operation of the processor. So CPU, what controlling unit? It actually, the name says, this is important, means in your MCQ also you should remember this. A controlling unit is for, it actually for the controlling, or it gives a direction how the instructions to be executed. So it controls, it tells the computer's memory, arithmetic and logic unit, and input and output devices how to respond to the instructions that have been sent to processor. So it is basically what it does, it processes the instructions, and instruction are something like that. As I explained you, there is a instruction that tells that, okay, now go to printer and print this character, or go to printer and print these 4 or 5 lines. So that means the instruction is get processed. First of all, instruction is there, means how it works in general. So you have a set of instruction, you feed those instruction as a program to your computer. So computer means nothing but it goes to CPU. The CPUs take one by one these instructions, start executing, and once it executes everything, this program gets executed, exited from CPU or memory, and it takes another program for execution. So for that, the CU is important, means it is, the sequence of execution is also controlled. So whatever the controlling factor, like to send data to printer, to take the input from keyboard or mouse. So these all peripheral devices are controlled by controlling unit. So most computer resources are managed by CPU. So the same thing. Most computer resources means input devices, output devices, storage devices are managed by controlling unit. It directs the flow of data between CPU and other devices. As I explained you, it directs the flow. So this is a CPU, it is sending some data to printer, it is sending some data to monitor, okay? It is sending some data on internet also. So basically it actually manages the all resources, and also it directs the flow of data between CPU and other devices. Next one is arithmetic and logical unit. So arithmetic and logical unit is a digital circuit within a processor that performs arithmetic and bitwise logical operations. So just I will erase this. Okay. Okay, so arithmetic and logical. Arithmetic and is a digital circuit within a processor that performs arithmetic and bitwise logic operations. So arithmetic operations means, as we all aware about very basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication. But there are many other, maybe trigonometric operations can also be done. Complex calculations also can be done. So this part, basically this part of CPU, what it does, it takes care of all arithmetic operation. and logical operations. So what is the logical operations? Logical operations mean comparison. One example is comparison. Suppose two values are equal or not. So that is nothing but a logical operation. Then if you have studied say electronics, then there are OR operation, AND operation, XOR operation. So everything that kind of operations which are logical, which are not arithmetical. So comparison is not an arithmetic operation. Comparison means what? You compare two numbers. So when I ask to compare two numbers, so say n1 and n2, n1 is say 6, n2 is say 5. So here when I ask you to compare, then you are doing some logical operations and not arithmetic. So nothing is involved, means like multiplication, subtraction, nothing is involved when you compare two numbers. Only what is involved is just compare, means what is the value of this, what is the value of this, are they equal or not, or are they greater. So equal to is one logical operation, greater than or equal to another operation, logical, then less than or equal to another logical operations. Okay, not equal to is also logical operations. Okay, so all these are a subset of logical operation. There are also some logical operations which are called as say or operation or AND operation. Like in electronics, there are say some, if I use OR operation on this, 1 and 0 will be 1, 1 and 1 1 and 1 will be 1, 0 0 will be 0. So these are this is a OR operation. As against that, AND operation is, suppose 1 0 is 0, 0 1 again 0, 1 1 is 1. So this is a Boolean operation, that is a true or false. So 1 1 1 1, so result is 1. So these are logical operations. Okay. So any question on this? You can unmute and you can ask. Okay. Okay. So I think कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो मैं आगे जाता हूँ. तो रजिस्टर्स क्या होते हैं कि ये process register is one of small set of data holding place that are part of computer processor. So what is the data holding? So it actually holds for a temporary, जैसे हमारा एक स्क्रैच पैड रहता है कहीं पे भी, हमने बचपन में अगर हम कुछ मैथमेटिक्स करते थे तो हमारा फेयर बुक जो रहता था उसके जो बैक के पेजेस रहते थे वहां पे हम जाके क्या करते थे, टेम्पररी कुछ तो कॉम्बिनेशन है, कुछ तो कैलकुलेशन करते थे. सपोज हम टेबल हमको अगर याद नहीं है तो सपोज 21 into 7, तो हम वो नीचे पीछे जाके इमीडिएटली कुछ कैलकुलेशन करते थे. बाद में उसका जो रिजल्ट है लाइक आई गेस इट इज 147, तो ये 147 हम यहाँ पे लिखते थे हमारे फेयर नोटबुक या व्हाटएवर जो भी हमारा पेज था रहता है. तो वैसे ही कंप्यूटर का क्या होता है कि सीपीयू के अंदर ये रजिस्टर्स इसके लिए दिए रहते हैं कि जो इमीडिएट मुझे अगर कुछ कैलकुलेशन करना है तो मैं एक स्क्रैच पैड जैसे उनको यूज करूँ कि वहाँ पे जाऊँ, मैं कुछ तो कैलकुलेशन वगैरह करूँ, बाद में जो भी कैलकुलेशन का रिजल्ट आएगा वो मैं फिर यूज करूँ दूसरे जगह पे वगैरह. तो ये रजिस्टर्स का ये रहता है. तो ये बहुत फास्ट वर्क करते हैं, दैट इज द एडवांटेज ऑफ रजिस्टर्स, क्योंकि ये सब एक ही यूनिट में है, एक ही यूनिट में. दिस ऑल इज एवरीथिंग इज इन वन यूनिट विच इज कॉल्ड एज सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट. तो रजिस्टर्स में क्या होता है कि वो वहीं पे उसी चिप में ये सब रहता है कि उसी चिप में कंट्रोल यूनिट रहेगा. मीन्स ये चिप तो एक ही है एक्चुअली, लेकिन तो इसमें ही रहेगा. तो इसको और इसको जो भी है कि यहाँ पे जैसे कंट्रोल यूनिट और अरिथमेटिक में मुझे कुछ एडिशन करनी है दो नंबर से, तो मैं यहाँ के दो रजिस्टर्स, यहाँ पे देयर आर ऑलमोस्ट 6 रजिस्टर्स, तो दो रजिस्टर में जाके मैं इमीडिएटली वो नंबर डाल के एडिशन वगैरह उसकी करके रिजल्ट भी लेके आ सकता हूँ थर्ड इसमें. तो इसीलिए ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहते हैं कि रजिस्टर्स आर ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. और अगर आपको कुछ हाई परफॉर्मेंस मशीन सीपीयू चाहिए तो रजिस्टर प्लेज अ रोल इन दैट, बिकॉज क्योंकि क्या होता है कि हाई एंड में द रजिस्टर्स count is also they increase, means so that's why they get immediate results, because everything is on same chip. It has nothing to go for say memory chips or to store data or fetch the data or storage device. So registers are very fast. Okay, understood this? Okay, we will go to next session. So this is a how this CPU and this is a composite diagram with CPU. So earlier what we have seen, we have only seen like this. This is some processing happens, and then output gets generated. But in this diagram, actually how the CPU is divided into different layers. One is CU, ALU, register. So this has been shown over here. The next topic is memory. So first of all, what is a memory? Means as we usually computer has mapped in a similar way as a human brain, how it works and what happens exactly in human brain. So as you are aware, we also have some temporary kind of memory, so and some permanent memory. So temporary kind of memory means if we are going from a road, then we see many things, so everything is not get stored permanently. But if there is something that, suppose some shop has been opened newly, then and we might visit that shop at that moment, then next time we know that yes, there is a new shop has been opened, and you remember that shop and what is that shop is for, then what exactly we get in that shop, different items in that shop. So the first example is like you are passing through a road, you see many things. For something, maybe if you say vegetables, then you might remember, might thought come that okay, I have to buy the vegetable. So that thought came into your mind, you actually buy that, and then you forget about it. Means you just buy and you come to your home, then it is not necessary that where you have bought or something like that, because next time you go, you may find that person or some another person. So in a similar way there are, so this is a very temporary memory, you can say. What is a then secondary memory? That is a kind of a permanent memory, in the sense uh, uh, like we remember our marks in whatever 10th standard, 12th standard, they are very much close in our memory, right? Means close to our heart also sometimes. So that is a permanent memory. Then our age is also that is a permanent kind of thing. So permanent in the sense, we even if we say grow year by year, but we exactly know that how old we are, so that we have stored as a permanent. Okay, so similar way, memory of computer is divided. That is, one is primary memory and secondary memory. So what comes under primary memory? So one is the RAM, that is random access memory, and another is a read-only memory. So this RAM is nothing but you temporarily do some operations, and when say you take your program out of memory, then everything vanishes. Means the in memory program does not remain. Once you say close your Windows button or close your application, everything is removed from the memory. Okay.
सर ये स्टूडेंट्स लोग आपकी लिंक नहीं ज्वाइन कर पाते?
क्यों?
पता नहीं बोले लिंक काम नहीं कर रही है, क्यों?
बाकी लोग हैं लेकिन अभी 6-7 people are there still. They are able to join.
बट दूसरे बच्चे ज्वाइन करना चाह रहे हैं, उनके मैसेज आ रहे हैं, तो मैंने देखा बोले लिंक नहीं ज्वाइन हो रही, इसलिए पूछ रहा था।
तो क्या करूँ मैं फिर अभी ये?
भेज दो ना,
हाँ
एक बार फ्रेश लिंक भेज दो तो ये
ठीक है।
बच्चे वापस ज्वाइन और दूसरे बच्चे भी ज्वाइन हो जाएंगे।
ठीक है, ठीक, चले।